My parents are here. We can make some noise for that. I haven't really talked much about the concept of building blocks because honestly it's a lot deeper than I realized it when me and Kareem first started diving into it. My mom texted me something the other day that honestly, she told me her interpretation of building blocks and she tied it into like 3 different Bible scriptures. And it kind of overwhelmed me because it was like, that's not what I had in mind at all. I started asking her, is this my project? Is this your project? I'm trying to understand. But the more I think about that I stand on the foundation that my mom, my dad right there come down, you know what I'm saying, Big Pops. The more that I think about that I'm standing on the foundation that my mom and my dad have laid for me, I realize this is our project. And for everybody here, this is our project. This is our concept. Because if you're here, that tells me one of 3 things. That you either want to, maybe already have started, or maybe already have laid down building blocks to a very strong foundation. The last thing I'm gonna say on that, at least for right now, is that there's a quote that I love. I love this quote. It says, every seed brings with it the promise of a forest. And that's a heavy quote to me, mainly because we got some spiritual people in the building, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that God and nature are like one and the same. There's a lot of things you can argue with, you can't argue with God. There's a lot of things you can argue with, you can't argue with nature. The word promise is in there as well. Promise is another heavy word. Because we're not talking about no ordinary run-of-the-mill promise. We're not talking about how your man's promised to pay you $50 back on the first. We talking about a divine promise. Every seed brings with it the promise of a forest. Way too many times we plant a seed and then we don't trust in the divinity of that promise. Way too many times we plant a seed and we don't have confidence in the divinity of that promise. And what does that lead us to do? We might plant a seed, we don't take care of it, you know what I'm saying? We don't water it. We might start a project, we don't finish it. Tonight, I'm gonna go over, before the end of my set, I'm gonna go over my 5 blocks to consider when building your very strong foundation. But we're not just gonna talk about it. You already know what it is this time around. Look, you gotta say what you think. I cannot fill in the blank. I gotta fill up the tank. I've been out here chilling for so long that I'm feeling ashamed. After I've been killing every song, now they feeling away. Say I'm point shaving all this game that I'm giving away. Yeah. Look, but I know that you cannot fill in these Air Max. Then get up on the track and start airing these rare facts. I'm talking to Creator early morning on prayer mat. Then pair that with every single goal that I stare at. Then it's time to put in all the work, that's a fair tax. Last summer, me, Eliza, and Ree was on Fairfax. When they get to talking like it's local, I share that. Then I say peace to everybody that's seeking it, and love to everybody that's been recently reaching it. Inspired by the people who done got it, then keeping it. I'm at the crib watching basketball, then critiquing it. It's something about the game, I'm forever intrigued with it. I'm watching Vince Carter dunk a 50, then tweaking it. Cause I've been in my bag, elbow deep when I reaching it. What? Yeah. Say I'm point shaving all this game that I'm giving away.
It's free, right?
Yeah.
When they talk about
Yeah. We tell them, you gotta say what you think. I cannot fill in the blank. I gotta fill up the tank. I've been out here chilling for so long that I'm feeling ashamed. After I've been killing every song, now they feeling away. They say I'm point shaving all this game that I'm giving away. But I know that they cannot fill in these Air Max. Then get up on the track and start airing these rare facts. I'm talking to Creator early morning on prayer mat. Then pair that with every single goal that I stare at. Then it's time to put in all the work, that's a fair tax. Last summer, me, Eliza, and Ree was on Fairfax. And that's a real life true story. Make some noise for point shaving. Working out in gym, sipping Propel. No cap in my rap. Getting right into it, block number 1. Can somebody say prioritize? Your health. Prioritize your health. This is important. That's why it's block number 1. I got a special shout out to make. My brother Joan is in the building. Can we make some noise for Joan, man? He up there somewhere, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to shout out, man. But we talking about building blocks, so I gotta mention him for at least this reason. That is literally the person I started making music with. Ever. We talking 7th grade, no bass in the voice. We talking about drumming on the lunchroom table. We talking about humming beats in our head and forgetting them the next day.